Ladies and gentlemen, will you please be upstanding for the President of Ireland, Mary McAleese.
In your company this morning. It's a lovely venue and a lovely place and a gorgeous city to be in. Delighted to accept the invitation of the British Council to attend the inaugural summit of the Transatlantic Network 2020. I'm kind of envious of you because it takes you to two of my favourite cities, my adopted home city here of Dublin and my actual home city, the city of my birth, Belfast. Two cities that thankfully now, but really in many ways only now, are networking in a way that they never have done in the past. And the absence of that human networking in the past caused great waste. It also came at a great cost. And we know that many of the global challenges that face every one of us, they're only going to be overcome effectively if we work together, if we are plugged into one another nationally, internationally, whether it's climate change, energy supply, access to food security, issues to do with chronic poverty, AIDS. All of these major global issues respond best to focused multilateral effort, coordinated between people who know each other well and have a common focus. Networks of shared responsibility, and really that's what your network is about. Shared responsibility for relationship building. There's a lovely old expression that says, test your friends before you need them. And I think in many ways that is what this network does. It sets up in advance of needs around the world. It sets up the new and coming leaders in relationship with one another. You're making and structuring the relationships of friendship, of trust, of mutual understanding, of mutual comprehension, which will stand you in good stead on those days when our human frailty reveals itself and makes us fearful. Enjoy each other's company, enjoy the network, enjoy the work. Gur míle maith agat.
Just so proud that the first event has taken place in Ireland, and I'm very, very pleased to see that things went well in Belfast and Dublin, and I'm hoping to see people leaving with a different view to Ireland and North and South, and that they've learned a lot, and I've made some great connections here. I'm going to be doing some real practical work when I get back, starting with funding applications, applying for money, and I'm going to be tapping into the resources and the people that I've met to strengthen my funding applications and hopefully to make a better impact in my local community.
I had a great experience being with, especially us coming from Kosovo, a country that has passed through a terrible conflict. I had a chance to be in a group of 100 young American and European friends and leaders that they represent. A great experience and a great engagement to make this world better.
I met some amazing people and I had a great time, and I've made some amazing contacts for working in my field in the future, which is climate change. So hopefully together we can work on some pretty important issues.
I thought it was utterly brilliant. I met a lot of people I wouldn't have met otherwise, a lot of people I would have expected to be antagonistic towards, that I ended up having a really smashing time with.
For me it was pretty intense, I would say. going from one to the next. But I was very happy to be able to actually work with the people of Belfast, but also to have this opportunity to meet so many different people with so many different experiences and backgrounds. I feel very much privileged, and I really look forward to the next stage, working with these people on practical things and practical projects.
I think it's been a really energizing summit. For me, it was always quite a risky project, because what we were doing was saying, we're the British Council, we're not going to try and control it, we're not going to control the outcomes or even the outputs. It's up to you. And that can be quite an uncomfortable thing when you're putting a fair amount of resource, time and indeed emotion, because I'm very emotionally attached to this project, in that it was really my idea 2-3 years ago to set something up along these lines. Of course, Jackie has done a wonderful job in taking it very much in a new direction. But it's new, it's different, and I feel very, very positive. The projects that people were talking about today were just so exciting. I was very inspired by them. And I'm utterly convinced that these people will take those projects and deliver. And probably one of the most interesting comments for me was Daryl from LA, who said, we have this idea, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to do it either with you or without you. That to me is the sign of success. I hope we can help her do it, but if not, and if she does it without us, but as a result of being inspired by her peers across Europe and the USA, I'm thrilled. That's a success for me.